All right, welcome into the Auburn Live Show, part of auburnlive.com. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Go to auburnlive.com and subscribe. I think you have one more day to get the whole site for $1 for a year. After that, it's back to normal. So please take advantage of that. All right, without further ado, we are joined by Auburn center Nick Brahms. Nick, what's up, man?
What's up? How's it going, Justin?
Good, man. Hey, so awesome for you to join us. At the time of us recording this, we talked to Brian Harsin on Monday and announced that your football career was over. And then, of course, we have a thing up at auburnlive.com talking about, your decision. And then obviously we have a letter from you thanking the fans, and which I thought was really, really cool. I guess just talk to people maybe what's the last couple of weeks been like for you leading up to today, and sort of take people inside maybe where your head's at the last couple of weeks and what this decision was like.
Yeah. First of all, man, it was like the hardest decision of my life. Back in June, during summer workouts and stuff, I was having some problems with my knees and stuff, and so I went and talked to Coach Friend, before he left for vacation and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of let him know, you know, I wasn't doing everything in the summer and all that kind of stuff, and really just kind of letting him know where I was at. That my knees were bothering me. It wasn't very effective, just getting out of my stance and stuff, and so really just kept pushing through it throughout the summer. The trainers were working with me and stuff, and so I mean everybody knew the situation, and then getting into fall camp time. Went through fall camp, and really it was towards the end of that where, it was just like kind of, waking up in the morning, not walking great, you know what I mean? And really after practice, not walking great. And so it really just got to a point where I had to assess my quality of life, and really my future, just as a human being, you know what I mean? And so I really wanted to put that first. And I always told myself, I'm going to put my health first. Before anything, and so I made that a priority, and really, I mean, that's how I came to the decision. My body kind of really made the decision for me. So,
Was there any thought to, and I mean, I'm just asking, I don't know. I mean, you've played in so much football, like what you're doing out there.
yeah,
What's the least amount you think you could have done and still played? I mean, is it like you obviously can't just walk out there on Saturdays and do no practice? Probably not. But I mean, is there any, or is football one of those things like, no, if I'm not out there practicing 2, 3 times a week, there's no possible way I could just walk out on Saturday and do the job?
yeah. I mean, for me, and I've always said this throughout my whole career. I mean, I have to have preparation to get ready for a game, especially just seeing different looks that people do. People do some funky things sometimes. You got to see it in practice full speed before you go out there and do it in a game. And so if you're not able to do that, you're kind of at a disadvantage. With my experience, I probably could have got by, just knowing what they were going to do, being able to, effectively do it is a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a disadvantage to that by not practicing throughout the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Man, 6 years. I mean, that's crazy. Like redshirt year, you play 4 full seasons, and you still come back and try to make it happen that sixth year. Yeah, it just didn't work out. But man, I mean, it's not like you had a career that was shortened. You know what I mean? I mean, what
Yeah.
what an amazing experience you had at Auburn. What are some of your favorite moments from the last, I guess, five plus years? What are you going to take from it?
Yeah. So one of my favorite moments was really starting out in 2017 when we made it to that SEC West championship. I mean, I was at that game and just seeing, being around that team and being around the culture of that team, great guys, obviously. I still remember all the teammates that I had, and how great of leaders they were. And I kind of tried to emulate that myself. But I always quote the 2019 Iron Bowl because played that whole game, and really just like at the end of that game, whenever we knew we had it won, all we had to do was take a knee. that sort of thing. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. That's the best formation in football right there, victory formation. So, man, it was, I mean, electric. All the fans were rushing the field, giving you high fives. I stayed on the field for probably 30, 40 minutes after that game, just soaking it all in. That'll be something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that game was incredible. That game was nuts.
Yep. Yep.
What about coaches, teammates? I mean, how do you sort of put all of that into perspective? All the people that you encountered over 5 years and helped you get to that point.
Yeah.
You sort of put all you talked a little bit about that in your thank you letter that you can read it. You can read it at auburnlive.com. But how do you thank all the people that probably went into that? Went into your career.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about how many people are on a team, and then kind of the turnover each year, guys leave, go to the NFL, or done playing, that kind of thing. I don't know how many guys I've played with. I know I've had 4 O-line coaches throughout my whole time here. 2 head coaches, 2 different staffs, whole different staffs, strength coaches, all that kind of stuff. I met a lot of people while I've been at Auburn, and really, I mean, it's gonna stick with me for a long time because I mean the relationships that you build, I mean, it's second to none. Like, you just go through so much stuff together. I mean, that's how you build bonds. That's how you build trust, that kind of thing. And I think really just the everyday grind of it. I don't think a lot of people realize how much goes into just one practice that we do every day. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you got the trainers, they're getting water. You got the film crew that's getting ready to film everything. Everything's got to be coordinated. You've got visitors coming to practice. You got parents coming. You got whoever comes to practice. You know what I mean? And so it's that sort of thing where you go through things together, and you're all kind of on the same, trying to accomplish one goal, and that's win every game, every week, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I'm going to miss it, after this season, just that camaraderie. I know I will. And so I'm just soaking it in right now.
How tough was that conversation with Will Friend and Brian Harsin, where you're just like, man, I mean, I'm sure they're like, hey, can you, what can you, they want to keep you, just in case, can you play? Can you play? I'm sure you're so valuable to what the team is, but how tough was that? Just be like, can't do it. I'm done. I can't go anymore.
Yeah, it was tough. Obviously, I went and talked to Coach Friend. First of all, has been just outstanding with this whole situation. I mean, I love the guy. I really do. I mean, he's great, and so he's really given me some pointers, on back in June on how to do it. If I, just he really advised me to just hold off on it because we had a lot of time left until the first game, and so he's like, see if you push through it and see if it starts to get better, as you get more muscle, that kind of thing. And so I was trying different techniques. I was going to the hyperbaric chamber, that kind of thing, pure oxygen, and trying to get some kind of recovery effect, where I could do that maybe 3 times a week or something, and try to just reduce the inflammation and stuff like that I was having, and kind of damage that I had done. And so we tried all sorts of avenues. I mean, I had that stem cell procedure done. I think that was, I want to say July. And so maybe June, I can't remember, maybe late June, but had that done. And, we tried everything, the trainers, Doc Goodlow, they're all great to me. And so, yeah, just going in there, and the final time that I went in there, I mean, it was tough. It was really tough because I just had those flashbacks of really the teams before me, the team right now. And, yeah, it was one of the hardest times of my life. So it still is, but it is what it is. And I guess you got to press on, and I'm still be a part of the team and help them out any way I can, especially who starts at center, the young guys on the whole line. So.
Yeah, and I was going to ask about that in just a second. But so you've had you've had multiple knee surgeries, you've had shoulder surgeries, you've had back. I mean,
yeah.
What all have you been through? Like, people don't understand sometimes, like, everything, the injuries and the surgeries, and what have you been through, like, in the last 6-7 years? Like, just take people a little bit real quickly through.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what it was, man. I was cursed or something. Someone put a curse on me. But
No.
back in 7th grade, I tore my rotator cuff, and they thought I was the youngest subscapularis. I think it was a tendon torn. I was about 12 years old or whatever. And so I got that repaired in 7th grade. And then I had, a midfoot injury, Liz Frank, that I can't recover from that. Broke my right fibula senior year of high school. And then get to college. Oh, actually, I'm missing. I had a left. Whenever I was rehabbing my fibula, I was my shoulder was hurting me. It had been hurting me for a while, and so I got that MRI. Had a torn labrum, so I got that fixed up right before I came to Auburn. And then, I came to Auburn, and then I broke my left leg, my other fibula, and then and then the knees just started hurting on me. So then I got that scoped, and so that's really all the surgeries I've had. No, I mean I'm good now. Like nothing hurts me. Nothing, from a super lingering standpoint of just walking around, being normal tasks and stuff. It's really just being at 300 pounds and getting in a squat and really just getting out of your stance, running off the ball kind of thing. And it's just I can't do that. It's not very effective.
Now, honestly, how much are you looking forward to getting down to about 235?
Yeah,
Like
I'm looking forward to it.
shedding.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've lost about 15 pounds so far. From when I made the decision about 2.5 weeks ago, but I'm down to like 275 right now, and then so we'll see how much I can lose. You know what I mean? So.
I just see all those pictures of like retired NFL offensive linemen, and when they stop playing, it's just like, they turn into different people.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
all right.
crazy.
So what's your role? So what's your role going to be with the team? Obviously, you're still going to be around. You're too valuable, I would think, as somebody who knows the game, knows what Auburn wants to do offensively. You got somebody like Tate Johnson or whoever it is, Jaleel Irvin, some of these guys who haven't played as much as you. What's your role going to be with the team this fall?
Yeah. So I'm going to still go to every practice, stuff like that. Still going to, on game day, help out as much as I can. And really just be there for those guys, whatever they need. I told them that I'm there for them. I try to give them pointers and practice and stuff, and just stuff that I've learned over the years and kind of been passed down to me. So.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be invaluable to them. And then during the games, that's going to be interesting just to kind of be a part of it. I think you're going to be able to help those guys a lot. I would think having somebody like you in their ear, like Tate.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. What do you think about this team? It's a lot of optimism. It seems like a team that's bought in. What are your thoughts on what you think your guys can accomplish?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the guys. Just seeing how hard they've worked this offseason and stuff. And really, I said this before, the culture is totally different than last year's team, and everybody's bought in. And really just rallying behind TJ now and really just knowing who's going to be at quarterback. TJ took most of the blue reps. So, he's going to be – he was taking most of the blue reps, so most of the guys already know what TJ is about and stuff. And so really excited about that and really just where this team is headed. I'm looking forward to it this whole season. Got a chance to be a really good team. Really good team.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch, man. Nick, I can't say thank you enough for joining us. I think the fans have, message boards when we posted this earlier, just so much appreciation for you and your career and what you've meant to Auburn. Nothing but love from the fans, I know, and I know it's mutual. Any last words you want to leave to them? What's I know you wrote that letter, but what any last words, last message that you want to leave for them?
Yeah, just that I appreciate everything. Been here a long time, met a lot of good people, especially after the game, just signing balls, signing jerseys, stuff like that. I can't wait to see y'all after the game, during the game, all that kind of stuff, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun year. Just rally behind everyone because everybody's working hard. and really just have fun watching the games. You know, at the end of the day, it's a game, and these guys, you know, they're having fun doing it. And so I think the fans should have fun watching. So really just appreciate everything over the years, and looking forward to this last season.
Perfect. Appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Nick Brahms. We'll see him out there. He's not going anywhere. You'll still see him around on the sidelines and stuff. So he's going to help this team out a lot. Make sure you catch him, auburnlive.com. Appreciate everybody for joining us. We'll see you next time.